In this video, we're going to break down my modern option offense, a custom scheme I built to combine everything we love about the old school option attack of the past with the speed, spacing, and motion of today's game. In the first two videos of the series, we broke down the 1980s Oklahoma Sooners and the 1990s Nebraska Cornhuskers, two of the most dominant run-first option teams in college football history, but now it's time to evolve. This system takes the core reads and concepts from those classic teams, the dive, keep in pitch, and runs them out of shotgun, pistol, and even empty, and we're going to use them to punish defenders for every wrong decision. And now we're going to do it with motion, spread, spacing, jet sweeps, and a dynamic quarterback run game. Now this offense is part of a bigger scheme where I'll be breaking down 3 triple option offenses with each getting their own video, but because they're all going to be run out of either the Army or the Air Force playbook, you'll be able to mix and match elements from each scheme to create one unstoppable offense. Now if you want to check out everything I have for this triple option scheme, I will link the playlist down below. Now the goal of this offense is simple: create constant conflict and force defenders to make decisions where they can't be right. What makes it dangerous is that it blends the discipline of the triple option with the versatility of the spread offense. You're still reading defenders and making post-snap decisions, but now you're going to do it from formations that stretch the field horizontally and vertically. Now what makes it special? The option core with a modern twist. We're still going to be reading edge defenders and we're going to be punishing overcommits, but now we're going to be doing it from gun, pistol, and empty, and this is going to make it harder for defenses to adjust to what we are doing and lets us bring a ton more speed onto the field. Now this is going to be a QB-centric offense. This system evolves around your quarterback. You're not just a passer, you're the most dangerous weapon. Whether it's power reads, speed options, or QB powers, your QB is constantly stressing the defense with both his legs and arm. Then we have jet, motion, and perimeter stress. We're going to use motion almost every play to move defenders, create leverage, and influence pre-snap adjustments. Then we can attack the perimeter with tosses, sweeps, and option looks to stretch the field sideline to sideline. Now the first formation we are looking at is empty tight stack. This formation gives us the perfect blend of misdirection and route layering. We have a tight stack receiver look, making it really hard for the defense to get clean reads on what we're going to do, and we're going to utilize this to attack the field vertically and horizontally. You're going to see concepts like double post and mesh that let us stretch zones while keeping the defense guessing with our constant motion and speed. And then we have a ton of really good QB runs in this formation that allow him to get into space in the open field, and the mix between these QB orientated run plays and the vertical pass concepts in the formation are going to make it really tough to handle and make it one of the most unique empty formations in the game. Now the run play we're going to be looking at here is going to be the load option, and this is one of the most unique run plays in the entire game because you're going to be running the option from an empty look, which completely throws off the defensive keys. Most players don't expect a QB run, let alone an option style concept out of these looks. This play works by using a motion to bring your receiver across the formation, and right as he gets in behind the QB, you snap the ball and head to the outside. Now the QB becomes a primary runner with the wide receiver trailing for the pitch option. And then we have a ton of blocking out in front on this play as well, which can really help spring your QB and get him into space. Now you want to read the edge defender on this play, and if he stays wide or plays the pitch, you want to keep it with your QB, turn up field, and make a play. And then if he crashes in on the QB, flip it out to your wide receiver in stride, and now you can pick up some big plays on the perimeter. Now the first pass play we're looking at in this formation is going to be double post, and this is a great vertical shot play with our running back wheeled down the sideline, and then we also have a post we can hit over the middle of the field. To set this up, come out with your tight end to the short side of the field, then take your tight end and put him on a streak route, then take your outside receiver on the wide side and put him on a drag route, and that is the setup. Now our first read here is going to be our running back wheel route, and we're going to get a clear out from the streak on this side, and now we can back shoulder this wheel in along the sideline once he clears in behind the flat defender, and this is our go-to route on this play, and this can work great versus cover 3 and cover 2. Then if the users and hook defenders leave the middle of the field to take the drag down low or try to help on the wheel route up along the sideline, then this post attack in the middle of the field is a great second option. Then the check down on this play, or the hot if they bring pressure, is going to be the drag underneath, and we want to hit him as he comes across the field. The next group of formations we're looking at are empty wide tight and empty trips. Now these give us more empty looks that we can use to spread the field and create mismatches. The trips look in empty wide trips allows us to isolate matchups to the boundary or stretch defenses across the entire field, and we have a ton of passing concepts that put defenders in no-win situations, and we can utilize this space to attack with motion, quick throws, and corner routes. Now the run play we're going to be looking at here is the DIY reverse at an empty anti-trips, and this is a creative design QB run that gives you a built-in misdirection and a read option feel without needing to run it from a traditional option look. This play starts with what looks like a simple QB sweep to the trip side, and with our quarterback being the design ball carrier here, you can get out to the perimeter and attack the edge behind your wall of blockers. But here's where the reverse element comes into play. As the QB takes the handoff, you'll notice our running back coming around behind the play, and if the edge defender on that side crashes down to stop the QB run, you have the option to hand it off on the reverse, flipping the play back to the opposite sideline with a ton of room to turn the corner and make plays in space. This DIY reverse is dangerous because it punishes aggressive defenses if they over pursue to the trip side. Then you can flick it back, and then if they hesitate or play contain, your QB can follow his blockers and get chunk yardage. Now the pass play we're looking at here is going to be sprint out return, and this is my go-to man beater in this offense, and this can be really effective against any type of man defense you face. To set this up, come out with your trips to the wide side of the field, then take your running back and put him on a Texas route, then take your inside slot receiver and put him on a corner route. Now the first option here is going to be that corner route from the inside slot, and you want to throw this as your player breaks, and this can get some really good separation. And I love these corner routes against man because you can really keep the ball away from the user in the middle of the field. Now this corner route can be also a really good option if they play zone, because we still have a streak on the field. He's going to pull back the deep blue defender, and if the flat gets pulled down to the whip, then you can just throw the corner route up along the sideline. Then on this play, we have two options attacking the middle of the field with the running back Texas route and then our solo receiver running the dig. Both can get a ton of separation, and whichever one becomes more open, you can fire it into him for some big pickups over the middle of the field. Then the check down on this play is going to be our whip, and if none of the deeper options are open, then we can throw it as he breaks, and he can get a ton of separation underneath, and it's just a really good fourth option on this play. Then our third formation we're looking at is gun doubles. This is our most balanced and versatile look. We're going to be using a ton of pre-snap motion and jet action to threaten the edge, then come back and hit you with midline reads, QB wrap, or QB power. This formation thrives off eye candy, showing you one thing and attacking somewhere else. With the double set, we get horizontal spacing, but also enough room inside to run RPOs or send the quarterback downhill. This formation is one of the best running formations you can find, while also giving us some really good passing options. So the run we're breaking down here is QB wrap. This is one of the best designed QB run plays in gun doubles because it gives you a downhill run threat with lead blocking while keeping the defense honest with your spread looks. At the snap, your running back will wrap around behind the offensive line and become a lead blocker for your QB, who's going to immediately hit the hole and attack downhill. The blocking setup feels like traditional power run, but you're flipping the roles with your QB becoming the runner and your running back being a lead blocker. This can be incredibly explosive because of how it forces defenses to stay spread out. Defenders are pulled away from the middle of the field, creating open lanes for the QB to burst through, and if your timing is right, you can follow your lead blocker, and this play has huge big play potential. Then the pass play we're breaking down here is HB angle. This is a super tough concept that lets you attack the whole field versus zone coverage with a ton of different options. To set this up, come out with your slot to the wide side of the field, then take your slot receiver and put him on a corner route, and that is the whole setup. Now on this play, we have three different areas we can attack. First, you can look to the wide side, and if the flat bites down, you can hit the corner route deep down the field up along the sideline. Then we can also work the middle of the field, and against cover 3, if the safety cheats to the wide side, we can hit this tight end as he bursts down the seam for some really big pickups. Then against cover 2, he can split the two safeties, and as long as there isn't a linebacker running with him, you can hit him downfield for a huge gain. Then if the user and linebackers are dropping back, then we can look to the running back option route as he breaks over the middle, and this gives us some really great high-low options that we can utilize here. Then lastly, we have the comeback on the short side, and this is great if there's nothing else open, or it can be a really good option if they're playing man coverage as well. Now, if you want to take your college football 25 game to the next level, you got to check out my website, Scheme Kings. Up right now, we've got part 2 of this modern option offense live, featuring 10 more plays loaded with even more option looks, QB runs, and vertical shot plays designed to shred both man and zone coverage. But that's just the start. We got a full section dedicated to this triple option offense. You'll also find deep dives into the 90s Nebraska and 1980s Oklahoma triple options attacks, fully adapted for college football 25. And then if you're looking for variety, we have a ton more on the site with my super spread offense where I break down 3 of the most explosive passing attacks in college football history, my spread to run offense built around 3 of the most balanced schemes of all time, and full defensive playbooks including my Nick Saban defensive scheme for both Madden and college football, and a full breakdown of Bill Belichick's career defensive scheme tailored for Madden 25. Then there's a ton more schemes up for both Madden and college football on the site right now. So when you subscribe to Scheme Kings, you're going to get full access to all my Madden 25 and college football 25 content all for one price. So you can grab the yearly membership and save $50 over the course of the year, or I'm running my triple option sale on the site, and this goes through April 21st. Use code TRIPLE at checkout to get 50% off your first month of the monthly membership. So if you want to check out the site, I will link it down below. Okay, now we're looking at my game plan section. This is where we break down some more play types that will be instrumental in utilizing this offense in game so it can be as effective as possible in college football 25. So first up, we have constraint plays. This is a huge element of this offense. These feature a motion or element of the play that defenses will cheat to stop, and once we have them cheating, we can go to the next version of the play that will make them pay for being out of position. So here we're looking at fake jet pass power and fake jet HB seam out of the gun doubles formation. First up, jet pass power. This is a downhill QB run that is the perfect tone setter. It starts with a jet motion across the formation, which helps pull defenders down or freeze them in the middle of the field just long enough for our offensive line to get angles and for our quarterback to follow through the pulling blockers and in behind the jet motion. It's simple, physical, and effective, especially when the defense is keying on that motion man or sitting back in zone. It can be a great run play and can lead to some huge gains on the ground with your QB. Now, once the defense starts crashing to stop that QB off of our motion, we can hit them with the pass version of this play with fake jet HB seam, and it looks identical pre-snap, same motion, same alignment, but this time we drop back and the first read is going to be the running back streaking up the seam. If the user or linebackers bite down on the motion or get caught in the box, we can split the defense wide open for big plays. If that's not there, your second read is going to be your tight end crossing over the middle, coming from the opposite side of your motion, and you can hit this over the middle if the linebackers leave the middle of the field, or you can wait till he's in behind the flat defenders on the short side of the field in behind the flat. Next up, we have deep shots, and stretching the field vertically is a crucial part of this offense, and this is an incredible deep shot design, and it is clear out return. This is a cover 3 bomb. To set this up, come out with your slot receiver to the wide side of the field, then take the outside receiver on that side and put him on a bang 8, then motion him out, which will actually bring him in. Then we want to put the receiver who is in the slot on this side on a comeback route, and then lastly put the outside receiver on the short side on a drag route. Now, your motion in bang 8 player is your primary target. He's going to get open down the seam once he gets down the field, and the comeback route is going to hold down the deep third defender on the wide side of the field, while the tight end's vertical route keeps that safety frozen in the middle, and this clears the seam wide open for the bomb. And for the pass lead here, you want to make sure you pass lead it up and away and keep it away from that safety coming over from the middle of the field as far as you can. Now, what you learned already in this video is going to be a strong foundation for running this offense, but if you want to take it to the next level, make sure you check out part 2 of the attack available now on Scheme Kings. It includes even more plays and wrinkles that is going to make this whole offense way tougher to stop. Then if you're looking for a full breakdown of the philosophy behind my triple option offense, including a deep dive into the personnel and formations we use, then make sure to watch the full intro video for the series right here.